Told you. Forza Horizon 5 PS5 is confirmed. Yes, my friends, very, very soon. In fact, spring is when you on the PlayStation will be able to jump onto Forza Horizon 5 for the first time. Forza Horizon in general, which is such an awesome thing. Microsoft is a publisher, and that is their priority going forwards. Now, realistically, you know, I think their plan's a bit broader than that, but something that seemingly was impossible, never going to happen. It's so funny. 10 years, 15 years of like doing this and people being like, oh, Forza Horizon, will it ever come to PlayStation? Be like, no, that's never gonna happen. Clearly, I changed my tune because it's gonna happen. Microsoft is a publisher of many look at this. I just realized all the like portions here, those are accurate, by the way. Why did they model the air conditioning screen? Right, we have a lot to talk about, and while we do that, I'm actually gonna do this. How did I get 1 point? I don't know, but we're gonna do this because then people can stop shouting at me that I'm not doing the festival playlist thing. There's actually a few things to talk about this, because initially I wasn't going to jump in and make the video because ultimately I've mentioned it before that it's coming, and finally we got a confirmation. That alone, not hugely new information, you know? I think one of the biggest questions on everyone's mind is why Forza Horizon 5? If you've played Forza Horizon 5, you've previously played, you'll know this game is at the end of its life in a big way. Now, normally what would happen at the end of a Forza Horizon game and a new one coming out, the other one, well, shuts down in a sense. They stop adding new content, and then a little bit later, maybe a couple years, they actually fully delist the damn game and you can't purchase it. Absolute big uns all in my way. By the way, if you are new to Forza and you're going to be joining us on the PlayStation for the first time, these events are not fun. The blue people are on my team. However, most of the time, you will see that the blue people are the ones that fight me! It is a weird move, realistically, but at the same time, I'm going to bring it back up again. GTA 6 being around the corner might be a reason for them to delay Forza Horizon, well, the next one that being, because why would you want to fight with GTA? Sure, they're not exactly the same genre, but it doesn't matter. Every game is going to be terrified of launching around GTA, and it seems like, if anything, this actually might confirm that GTA is still probably going to come this year. Now, there is still a chance Forza Horizon 6 could come later this year. Absolutely still a chance, but it would mean on PlayStation we're probably going to get a delay. Kind of like Indiana Jones, I think it came like 3 months after the fact, so it'll be similar to that if we do get it on PlayStation. I'm assuming here. Whoa, buddy! Whoa, buddy! So we know the game is at its end of its life. However, it is still getting one update, and this was kind of teased in a previous article. They actually mentioned about this. Bro, I hate the festival playlist so much. How is that AI, like, just gone? We're at the top of our game. We're 800 class! I just shoved that horn up your piss it off! The simple, uncomplicated answer as to why, I think it's a pretty easy one, is that it's much cheaper to port an old game and test the waters and see how the game's going to do. Probably pretty well. I mean, the game's already x86. It doesn't actually need much work at all. They throw it to a porting team and they make their money back after selling about 30 copies. It's just a kind of no-brainer to do that, right? But at the same time, the game is dead. Why didn't they do it earlier? The game was supposed to come out on PS5 like last year. I ultimately think it's just GTA really terrifying this damn studio and terrifying the industry as per usual. Even the last game was terrifying for everyone. Man, every time something like this happens, and say like when Call of Duty became crossplay, for example, and when this game finally comes to PlayStation, the amount of comments people are like, oh, we should do like Xbox versus PlayStation lobbies. I think that would be hilariously fun. I genuinely think that should be a thing. No game seems to actually do it, but they really should. Man, I'm thinking about Motorfest. What about Motorfest? The AI makes no damn sense. How am I first in this race? I think I drove worse. And across the line. Basically, the weirdness is that you're really getting the worst possible Forza experience to debut with, and that is a little confusing. The game is done. It's not getting its updates anymore. That's it. Come on! Man, I've carried it. I've carried it. Cut him off. Shut the door. That's what I'm talking about. Just bully the AI. You're all so welcome. You're all so welcome. I just did it for you. You can't play for 20 minutes. I can today! Okay. Next topic. There's a few. The festival playlist is over. This is it. It's the end. In fact, what they're going to do is start having this. This is the playlist vote. So you can vote on what playlist you want to see next. It's kind of like the Crew 2 where they put it in a state where it just now is repeating itself. That's not something they particularly did in the same way previously. But I think it is more sensible than them making just useless playlists over and over and over again. We just vote for another playlist of what we did previously. It's more about the prizes. We don't care about the content. The content couldn't really care less. The other area of change is this. Again, community vote. You get to vote on which cars you want to see. And again, this one I don't really know. It's Mustang Dark Horse, I guess. And you can come in here and you can purchase any of the vehicles that you want. I really think they should just add them to the shop once they've got voted through. I'm going to be honest. I think that would be, it makes more sense. It's at its end, okay? Basically. I can't just help but think it would probably be better would it have been 6 months ago, 4 months ago, when there were updates coming out. Maybe smaller, but nonetheless, you get the tail end of it. All right, so you'll be able to buy all the DLC packs. You'll be able to get that ultimate pack that we spoke about in a previous video that I also said was hinting towards the end of the game. There is no cross-save. So this account that I've got that plays between PC and Xbox, I just can't play it on PlayStation. For some reason, it makes no sense, to be honest. It's the same on Steam. If you buy it on Steam, it's separate, even though you sign into Xbox. How does that make any sense? So if you were dabbling previously on Xbox or PC or Steam, you will have none of your progress carry across, which is a little bit frustrating. The Crew has cross-save. Speaking of the Crew, I think we can make a whole video on that. What is going to happen to the future of the Crew with Forza coming to... If you want to see that, be sure to smash the like. Give me like 20 bajillion likes. Otherwise, I will never make the video. Sorry. Here it is, the official website actually detailing this stuff. I'm surprised it didn't come out when they did the update stuff not that long ago. However, there is one important thing, and that's for basically everyone. In addition to bringing Forza Horizon 5 to PS5, we're working on a special new free content update for all platforms, Horizon Realms. Realms will apparently give us access to a curated, so by them, they're picked by them, collection of some of the community's favorite previously released evolving worlds. What? Just so you understand what we're talking about here, curated worlds. I initially thought that would be, oh, it's the creator mode. Normally Forza at the end of its game, it does like a little update that's kind of something that's linked to the next game. Sort of, kind of. That's where the creator came from, is like you could actually create events. And was it Horizon? I mean, technically Horizon 3 had it, but then 4 got it, and then 5... You get the idea. It's a significant change to Forza, and it was pretty exciting. This time, however, they would have to build the same feature twice, and so they're probably not going to do something like that. This actually sounds like the most mid I have ever heard of anything sounding like in my life. I'm going to be honest. If you want to know what the evolving world idea is, this is something that, well, I've never actually partaken in whatsoever. It's where those areas around the map, you know how they all of a sudden put Christmas inside of, or the little arena where they put like a snowman and you can drive around, and or they put palm trees in the area when it's the hot season. It's that. That's what I think they're doing. Previously created as well. I don't use the term at all, but it sounds mid. It almost feels like a situation of why bother? Genuinely, you could have done anything else and I would have been more excited. Here's to hope that I'm completely wrong and that's not what it is. But the evolving world stuff is the just most useless crap ever. One nice change, however, is that they've maybe not listened to my feedback directly, because I'm blacklisted. You can't say anything bad about Forza, by the way. You're not allowed. Not even if it's constructive feedback, which is to what they've added now. Yeah, they've now gone back with the idea that if they're going to add these festival playlists on repeat, they're actually going to add something new here. It's going to repeat them, but it's going to add in new community-created events, which means that, again, they just pick something from the game that someone's already made that's better than what they've made. And that's basically what I said they should have done from a long time ago. And they, you know, listened to that feedback, and people really seem to enjoy it. However, they still think my feedback is not valuable. I'm not salty, I promise. By the way, whenever someone tells you that the festival playlist takes 20 minutes, that's if you play it like, I don't know, it's your life. No, for the most part, it takes under an hour. Is a more realistic, if you jump in, you know, just when you're interested in a specific car. Bro, this is so... I can't be bothered. I don't care. I don't care enough about this car. I've got to buy and upgrade a car to do some of these challenges that I don't care about the prize. It's already in the game. There you go, Hellcat. Wow, whoa, same car. See, the crowd goes wild. He's got it without any effort whatsoever. This is fantastic. I think the most exciting thing to me is the wake-up call for other games. I think The Crew, I think Need for Speed, and a lot of these smaller games coming to the market and dominate. I mean, Forza Horizon is now going to be the racing king across all platforms, which is crazy to think about. I think that people are burnt out over on Xbox. I agree. I understand. I completely get it. But I don't think that actually matters that much. We are the smaller number, if anything, and we do have a chance that the next game could be somewhat different, considering it's going to be built on the new engine and they could be really trying something new. We'll speak again more about that in the future, but I think it really makes me wonder and maybe decide that I don't know if Forza Horizon 6 is coming as soon as possible, but there's still a chance for this year, later this year. I feel like, again, it's dependent on GTA. If GTA 6 releases this year, no Forza Horizon 6. But if it gets delayed on the next trailer, which we assume is going to come in the next couple of months for GTA, then maybe expect Forza to bring its date to like September, October, whatever. Do let me know your thoughts. Are you excited? Are you going to be playing the game for the first time? Have you always been on PlayStation, or, you know, have you played it on PC and just never really been able to dabble properly before? If you want to know more about why it was delayed, I've made plentiful of videos of that, so you can check out this one here to start with.